unpredictable. Say your prayers. Hello! What's going on, everybody? We got another episode of the podcast here for you. This one might go a little long. We just finished covering the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 top 4 at EVO.
You've been doing like...
We were covering Third Strike top 6.
8-hour recordings.
Yeah, that's 7 hours of coverage total. Now we're doing an episode for the people. We delivered to the people.
We delivered.
I am delivered.
I'm not bleep anymore.
Yeah, let's not say that just yet.
Yeah,
Hope everyone's been having a fantastic week. There's been a lot of news, a lot of busy stuff, a lot of stuff going on. EVO 2024 mainly has been going on.
Yeah. Oh, brother.
And what's been going on with you? What's going on with you?
Not much. I try to take time to watch Evolution, and I watch it. Those matches are atrocious. They're all terrible. I mean, we did the analysis of Third Strike. Terrible.
Marvel maybe a little bit too much Third Strike.
A lot more better. Yeah. Watched a little bit of Street Fighter 6. Terrible. I mean, just terrible. Apparently Punk won.
Oh, we'll get into that.
Yeah, Evolution 2024 for Street Fighter 6. Shouts out to Punk, Alpha Academy. Learn some footsies. What else?
And we will be talking about Infiltration. I know you see his nice face on the thumbnail. We will be getting into that. Do not worry.
Ooh. Yes.
We'll be getting into that.
Yes. We're definitely going to get into that. Yeah.
That's probably going to be a big chunk of this one.
Probably. Yeah. I mean, did you see the controllers for Deadpool and Wolverine?
Yeah, the butt controller.
How did you feel about that? Be honest.
This is the thing about merch. You kind of got to be creative with your merch. You can't just be like everyone else making T-shirts like that. You'll get some money off the T-shirts, but if you do some really creative merch, you'll get a lot of bang for your buck.
I had someone tell me, what if they made a Stellar Blade version of that controller? Would it have been okay? That would have been okay.
With like the actual 3D model scanned.
Yeah.
Oh boy, there would have been a lot of controller repairs going on. Getting
a lot of controller repairs, huh?
Yeah.
The barrel of the wheel, the skirm, remove the ass.
Oh, they got the Wolverine version too. That's funny.
Yeah, there's the Wolverine. Yeah, you should show it. So the guys can get a look at it.
Don't you see my screen right now?
No, I see your screen, but unfortunately, I'm unable to see it. I don't think I'm able to see. All I see is the trailer.
Refresh. You're fucked up. The people see it.
Oh, the people see it. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, refresh. Refresh your stream. But yeah, they had another piece of merch, which is the popcorn bucket.
Yeah, I didn't like that popcorn.
So, was it this one or this one? It's one of these. So the joke is that oh god, what is this? So the Dune movie came out, and the Dune movie had a special popcorn bucket, and so that's like the sandworm monster, and people were making memes about, honey, you've barely fucked your popcorn bucket yet, and the meme took off. So then the Deadpool movie comes out, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna have our own quote-unquote affable popcorn bucket. So that's where that's where this came from. So genius marketing on their part. So now you got the controllers with the butts, so it's a lot of fun. Are you there? Have you been disconnected? Are you still there? What's been going on? What's going on here? What's going on? Oh look, you got disconnected again. Look at this guy. Can't even co-host the show with me. We'll get into this maybe. Oh, there he goes. He's gone. So before we get into that Deadpool... Oh, is he here? You here?
You're not hearing me at all?
You were not talking for a while, yeah. I was ranting about the popcorn buckets.
The popcorn buckets were terrible. Let me tell you something. Who are they aiming that product for? I'm sorry, guys.
It's so you can have sex with your popcorn bucket, just like the Dune one.
Why do I want to have sex with my popcorn bucket?
Because that was the meme with the Dune popcorn bucket. They were saying
I don't care.
You haven't had sex with your popcorn bucket, honey.
It's terrible. Terrible marketing on their side.
You've barely effed it. It's amazing marketing, if you ask me. Those popcorn buckets sold out. We'll see if the Wolverine and Deadpool ones sell out too.
Implications, deplorable.
Yes. So, Deadpool and Wolverine comes out 2 days, Friday. So tomorrow,
this Friday?
By the time this video releases, yes.
Don't you have the bootleg on the internet already? Let me look up my sites real quick while you're doing that.
None of that.
Yeah, I'll give you guys a direct website right now.
It's going to be in theaters and I believe also on Disney Plus. You guys are subscribed to Disney Plus. Be sure to unsubscribe and go straight to the theater. Give the nice theaters your good money. They probably appreciate it more. Get to see
that's the only
big screens.
I mean, I'll say this real quick side note. I think that's the only movie theater. I mean, that's the only movie that people are gonna go for the theaters for. Is Deadpool Wolverine. I think that's it.
Theater experience. You want to hear the crowd laughing and cheering.
I actually don't. Be at home. Some of those movie theaters are disgusting.
That's because you live in New York.
They have bed bugs.
That's because you're in New York.
People sleeping in the movie theaters.
That's a problem exclusive to only you. You're the only person in the world right now suffering this problem. If it's
exclusive to New York, that's fine, but it's terrible. You know, everyone's talking during the movie. You know, they're playing loud music.
Some guy picks up the phone. Some guy's arguing with him about his DoorDash order didn't get delivered. He's like, I ate it.
Just none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense.
Well, let's get started with this, shall we?
Yeah, let's watch this.
And yeah, let's just play it all the way through because I don't think we're gonna get pinged for this. Not from this company.
Are we?
I don't think so.
I know I turn everything into a joke, but I care. I want to use that for something important.
Who cares? Look,
I waited a long time for this team up.
It's an alternate world where they make jokes, you know, about the real world.
In my world,
comes life. A lot of unheavy things.
You're well regarded.
You know, tongue-in-cheek, as they say.
You were an X-Man.
They keep saying that Logan is gay in this version. I don't believe that.
The X-Man.
Oh boy.
The Wolverine.
That's the rumor, though. That's what they're all saying. Like a lot of people have said that.
He's a hero in my world.
I don't understand. Yeah, X-23. Yeah, they're hinting at her also.
Scott used to beg me to wear this suit.
Oh, so it really is Ant-Man.
So did Storm. Beast. But I couldn't have him thinking I wanted to be there.
There's Toad. You saw Toad there.
It was too late.
Xavier's sister.
It's only 9 people, but my entire world is right here in this picture. And I have no idea how to save it alone.
I like how they're in the car.
You know how to save it.
Just driving around. Superheroes just driving around. Oh, Sabretooth.
Yeah, this is a good one. Sabretooth, yeah, it's gonna be the one.
Whoever you think I am.
The end of the world.
You got the wrong guy.
There she is.
Oh, they showed her when she's older now?
You were always the wrong guy.
Oh.
Till you weren't.
Are you ready?
Fuck yeah, I'm ready. And Lady Deadpool. Yeah, that's good.
I'm the Wolverine.
What do you think is Lady Deadpool?
People are doing a lot of speculations. Oh, Spider-Man.
Stop it.
Spider-Man. Lady Deadpool. I don't know, but who's Doggy Deadpool?
Deadpool. Yeah, there's Doggy Deadpool. That's actually real. That's common correct. That's common correct.
Yeah, people are doing a lot of speculations with the. Where is it?
Are you ready?
The way she's walking, right?
In particular, they're noticing all the Deadpools in the background. You got Cowboy Deadpool.
Yeah.
Noticeably there. You got some other ones. People are saying it's going to be
Zombie
Ryan Reynolds.
Deadpool, right?
It's going to be Ryan Reynolds is going to be his own Lady Deadpool. Like, it's just going to unmask and it's going to be him.
Oh, shit.
Some people said it's going to be his wife. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the Deadpool comics at all, really. Yes.
Deadpool. I forgot which comic book he first appeared in. I don't believe it was the Punisher, and I don't think it was X-Force or X-Men. What was Deadpool's first appearance? Good lord.
Very surprising seeing her here. It's funny. I guess she's from the Logan timeline.
The Logan timeline, yeah, where he already died. Oh no, it was New Mutants '98. That's when he first came out. He was in the New Mutants. Yeah, that's why I figured. I knew it was an X Factor. I forgot which comic book.
2 days, man. 2 days. Looks nice. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to talk about it on the show, too.
Yeah, I can't wait to bootleg it. I'm just going to say it now.
Oh, no. Look, man, we don't live in Brazil. I mean, I think we don't live in Brazil.
I'm ready.
Can't
be pirating everything, dude.
Nah, man. Fuck them. Pirate everything. I'm gonna pirate everything. Fuck them.
Nice. So, wow, 5 million views on this. Nice. Cool.
Damn. Jesus. Look at that.
Cool.
Yeah, everybody's going crazy over X-23.
If we didn't have this channel, I wouldn't watch this trailer. I like to keep surprises to myself. I would just go see it first. But
a lot of people,
we're here, so watching this trailer.
Yeah, it's good. Good movie. Decent movie. You know, it's whatever.
A lot of people what?
Who cares? You know, I was gonna say.
Wow, who cares? Wow.
Yeah, who cares? Who cares? Just move along now. Move along.
What were you gonna say? A lot of people what?
You know, a lot of people were asking, are there going to be any other special guest appearances? Because I don't remember if you remember the first trailer that they showed all the enemy characters. Like I would think they showed
Well, we saw
the
Sabretooth,
Devil guy. Yeah, but remember they also showed like the Devil guy. They showed
Toad just now.
Yeah, Toad. They showed the other, what was it, Lady Strike? Because they showed Lady Strike in that other trailer. I think it was one of the first Deadpool trailers. So people were already asking, is X-23 gonna make an appearance?
So
that's nice that they finally did show. Yeah, Red Hulk.
No, I'm joking. That's the other movie.
You got me. God damn it. All right, let's move along now. Let's get these bums out of here.
Yeah, we got a lot of EVO news, and the EVO news is gonna lead right into the infiltration stuff. So just hang in there.
Yeah, let's hang in there, guys. So let's start off with this.
All right.
Battle results.
The results of the EVO 2024 tournament. So, top 8, even though they did top 6 on the streams. So, we didn't get to see Tokido and Angry Bird, who tied for 7th place. Those two were cut out from the top 6 stream coverage. Then we've got GK Zen on the DJ. I believe this was the Taiwanese or the Chinese player? I don't remember. I think he's from Taiwan, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Forgive me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. No, I believe he's from Taiwanese. I believe you're correct, yeah.
Then we had Nemo.
Yeah.
He played M. Bison, Blanca, and JP. I believe in the top thing he was just playing Bison, though. And then we've got Momochi playing Ed. Ending Walker. Yeah. Very good performance from Ending Walker.
And mind you, Ending Walker is young. I think he's only 21 or 18. I think he's only 21 or 18.
His best result previously was 64th or something. So getting third,
64th place.
Very nice.
Yeah, getting 3rd place is very good. Yeah, shouts out to him. He's a young lad, I think he's from England too. He's one of those blokes, fighting hard.
Then we've got Big Bird on Rashid, got 2nd place. And then you have Punk finally taking one home. 1st place at EVO. Punk playing Cammy. And he played Akuma. I think we just saw the Cammy in the top 6, though.
Yeah, I'm just going to say it was very unfortunate with that match. I think both nerves started getting to players, and they didn't know how to properly react. But somehow Punk was able to manage through because he stood with the fundamental course.
It was nice, in the beginning they were both like, you could see they were really enjoying themselves, they were kind of laughing at each other's play style, and then about the third match they started to, really focus in and hone in on what was going on. Because, somebody's got to take it home.
Yeah, somebody has to take it home, yeah.
And then shortly after that, like 2 games after that, you see the nerves getting to Punk. Punk really not dealing well with that pressure. Maybe winning this finally will relieve him of that anxiety. We'll have to see.
Yeah. No, most definitely, yeah. And I think Punk is aiming now to be called one of the best Street Fighter players. So this is just one, notch in his belt, and he's going to go on from here. I believe the next tournament is going to be the Gamers 8 tournament in Saudi Arabia. That was a big one.
I don't even know why you sat down, because I'm about to body you. So I don't even know why you sat down, to be honest.
I don't even know why you sat down.
I guess we could play.
I guess we could play. It's okay.
There's some footsies, motherfucker. Fuck out of here. That random
but no, it was a very good top 6. Very nice. Not a game I enjoy, personally speaking, but I know a lot of people do enjoy that game, so no disrespect.
What do you mean?
I'll call the game garbage, but if you...
medium, it's a slime combo. Into medium, it's a slime combo. Mix up, it's a slime. Wow, look at Brian F. all the way at 97.
Wait, what? Oh, Brian F. Okay.
Yeah, get wrecked, Brian F. No, that's, you don't have to go any higher than that. That was from Look at Flash Metroid at 65. Good lord, they all tied for 65. Like, yeah, right.
Well, that's like how the bracket goes, because there's multiple brackets. Anyway,
disgusting.
We've got Tekken 8 top results. This was a tournament that I did not enjoy, because you had Steve and you had the other guy just yelling at the top of their lungs constantly.
No,
the audio guy was messing it up. He was like boosting his volume, then lowering his volume.
Say it, Stinky Steve.
What?
Say his real name, Stinky Steve.
You can't say that, dude. You can't say that. That's rude.
The man's wrist smells like piss.
This is a long-running inside joke about what's his name? Steve something? Tasty Steve.
Stinky Steve.
We call him Stinky Steve because we always see him with the beads on his wrist, and there's a lot of them. So the joke was that he can't get the soap down there when he showers, and he doesn't take off the beads. This is a very rude joke, but nonetheless, I really don't like it when he's screaming. I really hate his commentary style. And Harada even spoke to him, one time where he told him to stop. He was like singing the music in Tekken, so he was like on the stream, and Harada was like, "What are you doing? Stop!"
Stop! Yeah, literally.
And
because what he really wanted to tell him is quit commentating.
Yeah, he stopped singing, but he's still screaming at the top of his lungs when he. Anyway, let me stop ranting about that. We've got tying for 7th. We've got JDCR on Dragunov. We've got CBM playing Jin. We had Keisuke, sorry for mispronouncing that, on the Kazuya. We've got Ryef on Jin, Ulsan on Dragunov and Reina, Nobi on Dragunov, Atif on Dragunov and Fang, and Arslan Ash took it home on the Nina.
Yeah, man.
That was a very good grand finals. Very entertaining grand finals.
I will say that it's a terrible game. Nothing to take away from Arslan Ash. He's showing that the Pakistan scene, they're one of the best in Tekken, if not one of the best in the world. People were always under the impressions that the Koreans owned Tekken. They took that belt away from the Japanese. They were the best in this game. No, the Pakistani are. And I keep explaining this to everybody. Arslan Ash has said it himself many times. He is not the best in his area. There's a couple of other dudes out there that are way better than him. They're so poor that they can't even go out to America and compete. It's trouble. It's very troubling for them to get visas and all this other stuff, A lot of legal troubles, So he's not even the best. He's putting it on for his country right now. So it's beautiful, Shouts out to Arslan Ash. Blessings to him.
I made a joke on the stream. So Pakistan has a very historic rivalry with India, and they also do these celebrations, like these let's call it like a play, like a performance on their borders. I think they do it every year, where they do like a play of like a battle, like with dancing and swords. It's very interesting. You can find it on YouTube. And India and Pakistan have always had this rivalry between them. And I was in the chat and I said, let's teach India Tekken to make Pakistan mad. And I was
good lord.
I was timed out for that comment. And I guess if you don't understand they have like a rivalry, I guess it's in poor taste, but I don't know. I thought it was.
I think it was in very poor taste.
I thought it was
Maybe
funny.
some people consider it insensitive. I thought it was a good joke. It's funny. It caught me off guard. But for the sake of being politically correct, you know, it could be interpreted as racist.
If you're offended, I'm sorry, but I found it funny.
Listen, man, fuck them. Yo, teach them that Tekken, bro. Give them some competition. Right now, Pakistan took it from the Koreans.
I mean, rivalry is a good thing in competition.
No, yes, it is. Rivalries are a good thing. You know?
So, this is Guilty Gear Strive.
Oh, brother, who cares?
We had Verix on the Nagoryuki, Leffen
Who cares?
on Happy Chaos.
Leffen? A lot of controversy with that guy.
We had some guy named Jack also playing Happy Chaos. The fans were not enjoying the Happy Chaos, and they were happy to see that Happy Chaos was knocked out early in the top 6.
Yeah, right.
Gooey Chewy Snicker on the Angie. And we had Zondo on Asuka, or That Man. And the crowd was kind of being obnoxious, maybe. They kept saying Cube constantly.
Oh, good
Screaming it all
lord.
together whenever he threw out one of those projectile cubes. Got very tiresome. We got Red Ditto playing Ram, Tatuma on Soul, and Nitro playing Jacko and Giovanna. He was playing Jacko versus Soul in that grand finals, and boy, you could see a lot of pressure coming from Nitro, but Tatuma in the end wasn't able to unga bunga his way through, so to speak.
You know, I mean, I guess we'll talk about the announcements later, and then I'll rant about my feelings about the Guilty Gears. But shouts out to the players. You know, they did wonderful.
Grand Blue, I'm not even gonna say anything because I didn't watch it and I don't know what's going on in this game.
Who cares about Grand Blue Fantasy, all right?
Then we got Third Strike.
Yeah, a bunch of bums. A bunch of bums playing Third Strike. Who cares? Bunch of bums. They didn't even set Japan's best.
We did a 6-hour coverage on Third Strike, so be sure to check that out on the channel. We also did a top 4 of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Be sure to check that out. We went through a lot of these matches in Third Strike. Under Night 2, I wish I could play it, but I bought it and found no players.
Very good game. Can we just look at the top 3 at least really quick? Who was there?
For Under Night?
Elton, Kuo, and a Carmine.
Sinaru, Mo, Sin, and Notes on Carmine.
No, I was naming their characters. That's it. Sorry. Yeah, but it's interesting to see a Carmine in 3rd place. You know, he's a very good character.
I like him. He's cool.
Yeah.
And
Mortal
then from
Kombat
Mortal
1.
Kombat 1, we had
once again Sonic Fox
dominates again,
solidifying that he is the best.
I just want to give a shout out to this
Mortal
player.
Kombat.
I don't know who this is, Rewind, but look at all the characters he's playing.
Oh, very based. He was doing counter picks.
This guy's the real winner. Look at this guy.
Straight counter picks. He didn't
Very
care.
nice.
He didn't give a shit.
KOF 15. Very nice game. I'm terrible at it. Yaohai took 1st place.
Geese, Benimaru, Isla, Kyo, Benimaru, and Isla.
Yeah, Isla's very, very strong in that game. DBFZ.
Who fucking cares about
I don't even know what any of these
Who
are.
cares?
Marvel versus Capcom 3.
I
Noel
refuse
Be
to
Hungry.
say his name.
Noel Be Hungry took 1st place.
He's an animal. Man is an animal.
Noel Brown And yeah, I'm not sure who these other players are, but I'm sure
A bunch of bums.
Marvel 3 is always entertaining, a very entertaining watch.
No, don't say. What I failed to realize that in Marvel 3, all the top players left. So all that's left is a bunch of bums.
Oh boy.
That's why you don't recognize any of those names. A bunch
Where'd
of
they go?
bums. Just saying, it's a bunch of bums.
Where'd they go?
They left. They moved on. Some of them had kids. Some of them had they got married.
Wow.
Got jobs, careers.
Wow. Where's the Marvel 2 one? There it is.
There
Marvel
we
2,
Once
we
again,
had
man.
Smooth Viper beating out Potter in the grand finals. We had Servbot and Mekala. And then we had, who didn't appear in the top 4,
Eric Turbo.
Eric Turbo, Sentinel, Storm, Captain Commando, John Q, Blackheart, Cable, Captain Commando.
Shouts out to John Q. He's from Brooklyn Video Games Arcade.
And tied for 7th was Super Joe on Magneto, Sentinel, Cable.
Shouts
And
out to
Dr.
Super Joe.
B.
He's also from Brooklyn Video Game Arcade.
Dr. B.
Yeah.
Dr. B, Galaxy B. Cable, Dr.
Yeah.
Doom, Captain Commando.
That's his name, Dr. B Galaxy B?
I guess.
Okay.
I guess. Notice how all the sponsored players are on the bottom. Damn.
Get wrecked, man. Get wrecked.
But yeah, shout out to all those tournament winners. Congratulations. Great showing at EVO. Some very entertaining matches. Could really spend a lot of time going through all of this. Saying.
Yeah.
Some controversy though at EVO. So.
Oh, I forgot about this. Oof, yeah, and yeah, it wasn't just this. It was a lot of things. It was a lot of complaints apparently. Well, I'll let you start off first.
You want to read
Set the
this?
stage. Sure, why not? This is from a person that went to EVO apparently. Name of Avatar Yaya. Let's talk about it. EVO got a lot to fix next year. PS5 slim for tournaments is horrible for many reasons, unless fixed. Not having water in the main floor area is crazy. Crazy work with over 10K people. 50% of people not being able to watch EVO in arena sucks when we paid. Yeah, USB not working or constantly disconnecting. I've seen so many disconnects in the matches and lost games that I've ever had this weekend. And this is for a lot of people, they were saying, especially for the PS5 setups. They were questioning why none of it was PC, especially now how certain people who are running tournaments in Street Fighter 6 are going with PC setups.
Well, when you've got Sony paying a lot of money for the events and having a lot of advertisements.
And this is why we can't have people like Sony running these fucking tournaments.
It was a big problem with the PS3s for many years.
Yeah, because people keep forgetting that Xbox 360 was way better. It was the better system. There was no fucking lag on it,
At least for the games in question, that's not like a console war thing. It's like a performance.
No, that was a legit performance thing, yeah.
Street Fighter 4 ran a lot better on it. That was like the main
Marvel
game.
3 ran way better on Xbox 360, way better. People keep forgetting. I think the whole lifespan of Street Fighter 4 was played on Xbox, if I'm correct.
Yeah, a lot of upset people about how some of the EVO announcement. You see a lot of memes online about like people taking pictures of chairs, and some of those are like really old memes of like people like, defecating and like on chairs, and it's like that's an old meme you're reusing there.
I thought it was recent. That's all, guys. I apologize, but people were questioning the hygiene and the environment. There was a strong odor.
Oh no!
People were saying from certain players, just like I understand they in the desert. It does get hot, but there is air conditioning.
Well, with enough,
so you have to do
you don't have enough water.
due diligence.
You're probably getting a lot of other scents being released. I don't know.
Oh Jesus Christ!
And we had Hayao playing Third Strike, who won the hearts and minds of all of EVO with his wacky dances, styling on disabled players, just dancing on them, And
They went gay, fam.
someone made this funny art of him as Hugo. And you got Frankie BFG there sitting depressed as Ken.
They should have made him disabled. They should have made Ken disabled. They should have put him in a wheelchair.
Put the boot on his leg. Yeah, I guess he had like a broken leg or a sprained leg or something. But no, very entertaining. Ayao, very nice. So, let's get into the main story. Here we go.
Oh my god, you want me to get right into it? This is fucking disgusting, man. I'm gonna read what this guy did. Like, just show this picture off, please. Look what this is.
I don't know if you guys can read it, but it says 2012. This is when he won EVO for Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition.
Yeah.
Infiltration 1 2012, and someone crossed out his name and wrote rapist.
Thug. You know, some thug, some criminal, some person that should be held accountable, they should be looking into the cameras, you know, decided to cross out his name and write that there. It's disgusting. Yeah, showing it off. They didn't cross that one out. That was for Street Fighter Cross Second. I guess they didn't see that one. Oh, they crossed that one out. Terrible. 2016. Street Fighter 5. No respect for the man.
You can't take his wins away, man. He won. What are you gonna do?
Look at that. Samurai Showdown.
You can't take away OJ's touchdowns.
You can't take away OJ's touchdown. This is
But
what
yeah, let's get into
said.
this.
Yeah, but I'm not a weak man enough to collapse into this childish, cowardly act. It was a pity that this happened at the EVO venue, but for me, I think it was a good study because I realized again that my haters could only prove themselves in this way. EVO is acting like I didn't exist in their history. But as you can see, I am part of FGC history. I was there yesterday as well. In this trip, I learned so much from this trip as well. Weird wording. I guess, you know, Infiltration is still having trouble learning English. It's fine, not a problem. You guys are the ones who taught me the most in this process. Thank you again, FGC. I will always love you and I will learn from you. I will never forget you and support you. Support your support and love. And just to get a little backstory to people, I don't think people notice, but Infiltration is still banned from Evolution. He's still banned from Capcom Pro Tour. He's still banned from a lot of events. Like, he can't attend them at all. To my understanding, the only reason why he was able to attend this event, and there's a lot of people up in arms about this, they're fucking angry, which I don't understand why, is that he had to make another account and sign up for Evolution through there and be able to go. Now, there's some people questioning whether or not, maybe there's some, an agreement that he broke. You know, I don't know if there's some clauses or anything. I'm not too sure. And I can fucking care less. He should be there. You know? You guys celebrate everyone else. Why is he not celebrating? You know, guys got to get over this. This is disgusting. You guys keep saying that you want to make a safe environment for the FGC, and yet this is perfectly fine, you know? And I'm not scared to say it, you know, we're already demonetized, you know? We don't make any money off these videos, you know? It's fucked up.
We're not demonetized. We haven't even got to monetization yet. Don't say that.
Oh, we're up.
Don't curse us before we've taken flight.
Yeah. They cross out his name. They're making implications.
They're calling him a rapist.
You know? Yeah, rapist, you know? Obviously, we have to switch the wording around because of how YouTube's rules and regulations work. It's fucking terrible, you know? It's fucking bullshit. You know, they you know, I think this is sick. Like, it's really sick. And the fact that Evolution hasn't released a statement about this is even more sick. It's deplorable. You know? And he said it. He reached out to his friend. Who were the people he reached out to? You know? Was it Justin Wong? He knows Infiltration. They all know Infiltration. You know? Was it one of the other commentators? You know, like L.I. Joe? Because L.I. Joe was a Street Fighter 4 player. He's played with Infiltration. He's lost to Infiltration. You know, there's history there. You can look up the tapes. You know? These people are really fucking disingenuous. They're fucking fake. I really don't like this shit. You know? These are the people that chose themselves to be the community leaders. And they could take a stand right now, and they're choosing not to. You know? And you know, and I'm gonna be honest with you, you know, James Chan and Ultra David, you know, they broke it down a little bit. You know, I want to say a couple of years ago. I don't know if you want to bring up that video and show a little bit.
All
right.
Awesome.
This time at least.
But
Keep talking.
Oh no, yeah. It's like you have these two individuals where and I'm gonna tell you right now, I've spoken about this before. But, like, I really don't like Ultra Chen. Like, I really don't like that fucking guy. I'm gonna be real honest with you. You know, he's another one that thinks that just because he's a fucking lawyer and he's in the fighting game community, that his word is more powerful than others. That he could talk down on players, you know, as if his word is the final say. You know, trying to say that there should be a gaming committee, you know, to oversee certain things. You know, no, what he's trying to do is a power play. You know, that's what they're all trying to do. They're trying to be in the pockets of these corporations, you know, to control the tournaments, where it gets to a point where you're not even getting paid full money, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really don't like any of this stuff. Like, you can play some of it, you know?
Then one.
Yeah, we play a little bit for people.
yeah,
He's the face of Samurai Shodown.
And we could talk over it,
the
obviously.
lion's
It's
share
fine.
of that $30,000 pop.
There's a
nice.
point that
Yeah,
you
he
make
took
that
down a
James
lot of
Chen
that. Look,
makes here.
I mean, we've talked
Thanks,
about
Matt.
it. We've definitely talked about the whole entire thing before.
We have.
You know, just the infiltration situation. I just, you know,
And we'll go
I don't
over the
like the way he
information
handled
also.
a
We
lot
have
of
the documents.
situation,
We have the court documents,
and
guys.
stuff, and I really honestly feel like he did more harm to himself than good by doing.
How did he
this,
do more
like,
harm?
Trying to come back too quickly. You know,
And mind you,
They're
this
saying
is back then.
They're saying he came back too quickly. Yeah, this is what 2017?
During Samurai Showdown. Yeah, 2016, 2017. This is when he took this when he took the win for Samurai Showdown.
what I mean, like
I'm not sure.
I don't feel like there was any sort of like repentance or anything like that. You know,
I mean, I certainly never got that
repentance?
impression from him. I don't know.
What do you mean you never got
He
that
banned
impression
him from competing in
So
Street
what
Fighter,
about now? What
but
about the impression now?
They can't like enforce. At least they don't enforce that kind of rule on the tournaments.
There's a
that
reason
run
why I
events
brought up this old
otherwise. If
video.
you want to play games
Is
other
this
than
their
Street Fighter,
stance
then they can't
today?
enter, as long as it's
Is that why he's still not back? No, you can keep playing it. It's fine. I want to talk over this asshole.
tournament
Fuck
itself
him.
hasn't banned them. I think it was a mistake for Evo to allow him in this time at least.
but do you
I
think
mean,
they
it's
could?
not.
Do
It's
you
not
think
my
they
intention
could've-
to like ban
Oh,
him
this time at least.
Well, that's my
forever. Maybe
question.
I don't
Do you
know.
feel like
So
they
this
could
is
have
where he
banned him?
mentioned
Do you feel like
something.
that causes some problems? Because then, what about some other people? Like, would Noel Brown be banned then?
Are you asking league?
Oof.
Oh.
Would
Ooh.
Noel Brown be banned? Are you asking legally?
And the word and the verbiage that's being used. And look, they're looking at each other very seriously. All right?
So
The verbiage that's being used.
should
Are we going to segue into that? Are we going to
should
segue
we-
into that already?
the reins are in your hands right now. Where do you want to go with this?
I'll say this. Like, since we're already going into that, they go into a little bit further, so questioning whether or not what Infiltration did was correct. And Ultra David pointed out that legally, like, it's in EVO hands. Like, what he did was perfectly fine. Like, if he can't play a Capcom game, he could play an SNK game. All right? They didn't ban him from that. You know, legally fine. It's up to EVO at the end of the day. You know, whether they want to have him there at the event or not. You know, obviously it wasn't until later on with the more outcry where they completely banned him from everything. You know, they don't just want to see him. But yeah, let's segue into this
Oh boy.
character by the name of Noel Brown. Where's his mugshot? Fuck him.
Should we go through this
Show me
first,
his-
or should we come back to this?
We'll come back to it. Don't worry. That's
There's
my face
Punko,
right now.
Infiltration, and Mr. Street Fighter.
Alex Valle, that's my face right now, yeah. No, that's the investigation summary. No. Yup, right there. Capcom banned fighting game pro Noel Brown over sexual harassment incident. this was in 2016, and I want everybody to keep in mind, this was caught on film. All right, if you're in the FGC, they've seen this video, but you can't find it no more. They scrubbed it off the internet. Like, it's really fucked up. You know, they're trying to put this under the wraps. They don't want people to know. You know, but I found this funny because they banned this man, obviously. They banned Infiltration. Infiltration is having his legacy smeared. But this past weekend at Evolution, Noel Brown was able to start a new legacy for himself. I'm not taking anything away from him as a player. Perfectly fine. It was a bunch of bums in that tournament. And everybody knows it. They said it. That tournament don't mean a fucking thing. Because if the killers were really there, he would have been lost and top 32. And the results are there. We've seen it before. It's fucking disgusting to me.
So it's a little bit of the double standard here with Noel Brown and Infiltration.
Big double standard. Big double standard.
They ban Infiltration over, you know, we'll go back to that. And then
we'll go back to the Infiltration thing.
They banned Noel Brown for, you know, whatever he did. And Noel Brown, I think he took a year off from EVO or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess
they told him to take a year off.
And I guess he came back. And Infiltration,
because we haven't seen Noel for a while either.
Infiltration, you know, he just like, okay, and he just kept going to events, and they were like, oh no, why are you doing that? Not cool, dude. You gotta take a break or something. Like, if he had taken that break or whatever, like like Chen and Ultra David said, would they have been more forgiving to him because now they treat him like he murdered somebody?
Well, I understand like your point of view, and it's not necessarily a devil's advocate. That's a legitimate point, because if he would have taken the time off, maybe the stain would have got removed. But for me, I think there's more of a competitive bias, because you gotta understand, this is a top player, and this is how he was making his livelihood at the end of the day. He was still sponsored at this time period, you know, so you took his ability to make money.
They took an advantage of banning a foreign player from their domestic events.
Yeah, from their domestic events, where it's just like, nah, we don't even want him here. We don't want him getting any money at all. You know, like, and obviously that's a very big implication, but it's like, come on, guys, really? And you know he's one of the best. Like, let's stop fucking lying to ourselves. We know he's one of the best. Everybody knows this.
If he was worse, do you think they would have just let him come back?
They wouldn't even care. Look at what happened to LTG. They didn't care. He only got banned because of what happened with Cyril Blast, and Cyril Blast got herself banned because of all the other implications. And I'm not going to talk about any of that dirt sheet stuff, man. It's terrible what they were doing. Drugging girls. Good Lord.
Oh, Jesus. There is a part here that I kind of cringed at.
Account. And I yelled at. It's us.
See if I can find it.
So, feeling is particular like this, but having atoned for whatever. Very bad way to phrase it.
Sorry guys, just skipping through.
Point is to be sensitive.
Trying to find the exact point that made me cringe.
What was it? What did he say?
It was towards the end. Dang it.
But do you remember what he said at least? Maybe I could backtrack it.
Maybe it's this part.
That things won't be tolerated. That there need to be consequences for that.
I mean, honestly.
This part right here.
Combo Breaker so much.
Consequences,
point to be a safe haven and to have this kind of, you know, reputation that they're going to make sure that everybody is protected and has a good time. And like I said, when I was at Combo Breaker, it still has the highest male to female ratio of attendance there that I've seen. And I don't think that's a coincidence. And I would love to kind of promote that for all the different events. You know what I mean? So if, you know, honestly, like I said, I just, yeah, You know, obviously
really? They want to
he
make a safe
withdrew
environment
from CPT himself. I really just wish he had withdrawn from.
They want to make a safe
competing
environment.
at
This
events
guy's
for a while.
this guy was
You know what I
known
mean?
for being
Just
his ex-girlfriend. We
not
have
to
the
make
court
everyone
document,
forget. He
guys.
said,
Come on.
She said, going on, you know, and prove their side.
I mean, there's a good faith way to read
And I'm not
that.
talking about
And there's a way-
infiltration. I'm talking about Noel Brown.
Yeah.
Like, this is the crazy part. I'm not talking about infiltration. I'm talking about Noel Brown.
Hold
They
on,
got
I'm
videos
trying
of
to-
him groping girls. They
I'm trying
got
to find this.
I feel like there's not actually.
Oh my God!
a good
He
faith
got
way
beat
to
up his
say that.
girlfriend and then beat up
But
the
anyway,
dude.
we've gone over
Like,
this
come
before.
on.
But geez, I really think that there's not much in that kind of explanation. So I think that it's a big bummer that
That's who y'all
he
want
was
as a
allowed to enter
champion?
it.
I can't be
Then
a part
now
of
that
this
he's
team.
also
Disgusting.
the face of
Right.
competitive
He's
Sam show.
always going to be the first champion at
Yeah.
EVO for the game. And so,
That's an issue?
yeah, and then
That's an
right,
issue?
so somebody
When does he say
tweeted
it?
that he made
Damn
a
it.
triumphant return from the EVO account.
Yeah.
As soon as that happened, I ran over to. They were like, "It's not us, as far as I know, unless it's been."
Damn it! Where does he say? All right, I don't know where it is that he says that. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find it. I can't find it. But he essentially
But what
goes
did he say?
into. He essentially goes into like, you know, if we need to ban more people, let's ban more people.
Oh, no, yeah, he did a call out. And you want to know why? It's funny that you say that because I have a picture, and this is in chat, and I'm going to respond to you so you can see it, where James Chen is saying something that will be
Oh,
considered.
here it is. I found it.
I think
Very
that it's also
racist.
useless to have some argument that's like, well, who knows how many other people we would need to ban? Let's find out. I'd like to know. I would like to ban the people who I think are going to make a bad situation
Right,
for my
yeah,
friends.
yeah.
Yes,
Let's
of
find
course.
out.
Now, I don't know all of them, but if that
So here's the problem with this. Where do you draw the line? Because once you start looking for people to ban, you're gonna start picking on people that maybe you don't like that have done like slightly weird things. Like let's say Mike Z. I don't know what the full story on Mike Z is.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole terrible situation also, yeah.
But he's
and
another
then
one.
they
they've
banned him,
outed.
and then we ended up
he's still
finding
in
the
court.
truth.
He's still in court fighting for, you know, some issues and stuff.
And mind you, we found out the truth about all that stuff. It was all
And then
BS.
you have people who accuse others of doing things. Like I could accuse my co-host right now of doing awful, terrible things to me. How do you know I'm not making it up? And that's not to say like everyone who makes an accusation is lying either. But you have to look into things. You have to see what's going on. You have to find the truth. You know, through exploration of the legal system and through other means. You can't just get rid of people. And my point is that like he wants to just start banning people, like so his friends are quote unquote safe or whatever. Does he mean safe, saving their image, saving their reputations? Like, oh, I can't be associated with this guy.
I want you to look up a picture that I just posted up on Discord.
This is James Chen replying to Chris Matrix. Real N-words cry when they lose a brother. Much respect, Chris. Look, this is just
So are we
Asian
gonna
dudes
ban?
being
Are we gonna
cringe.
ban James Chen? No. Fuck that, man. These people always wonder White Knight talk about we gotta ban everybody and do a cleanup. I just found an old tweet of this guy using the N-word. This is a derogatory term.
So let's ban. So
He will be
Ultra
banned.
David, please look to James Chen and please ban him.
And guys, this is what you need to understand. All of these people in power, they all
everyone's
got dirt on
got
them.
dirt. Everyone,
Each and
come
every
on.
one of them. No. This is all of them, and they got even worse stuff than that.
Nobody's perfect, you know. Like
No,
we've
of course,
all,
no
we've
one's
all
perfect.
done, like like people have stolen
It's
from
like
each
the-
other. People
the
have
pot calling the kettle black.
lied,
Come on.
cheating on people. Like this is human nature. Shit happens. Like where you draw the line and say, oh, we gotta ban this guy. We gotta ban this guy. Blah blah blah. Blah we gotta ban this other guy. Like if it was an issue where let's say like this seems to imply that he's unwanted contact with a female and there's like witnesses
and go
and
down
stuff.
even further.
Like I understand this if someone's being like very aggressive and violent at events. I understand that.
Look at the
Like-
statement that Rick made. That guy's from EVO.
Rick
That guy is
Hans-
responsible for having Noel Brown at the tournament that just happened.
All right. Which one's?
So why is Infiltration bound?
Which one's first? I
He
don't know how
banned.
Twitter
Fuck.
works. Is the first one the top one or the bottom one?
The first one's the top one. The first
Okay.
one. I don't care. Yeah.
Oh, this one? The bottom
Yeah,
one?
that one. That's the first one. Yeah, that's the
God
first
damn
one.
it. Stop doing that. I don't care if the intentionally unnamed parties worked it out. You follow me, you'll see this. You stained my favorite EVO moment, man. Hands to yourself. No other warnings, man. Knowing you couldn't behave during an attendee camaraderie photo of all things is maddening.
This is a guy from Evolution, all right? Speaking out on Noel Brown. But yet, Infiltration is not allowed. And you know what it really is? Like, I'm going to get to the point. What it really comes down to it at the end of the day is that Noel Brown is very good friends with Justin Wong. And we all know how powerful Justin Wong's name is in the fighting game community. All right?
Mhm.
They're protecting him. All right? There is no implication. No, this is fucking obvious. All right? Because if they're all getting with each other, up in arms, white knighting, we have to make an inclusive community. It has to be safe. We can't have these type of people. He would not be up there in that fucking tournament, all right? He would not be up there.
Brown told Yahoo Esports that he had not been contacted by Capcom directly and that he only received communication from regarding Combo Breaker's decision to ban him. He called the punishment him being made an example of, and the incident was made into a bigger deal by stream viewers rather than the individuals involved. We do not condone any acts of harassment, and we want all of our players and fans to know we will continue to work to ensure that Capcom Pro Tour events provide a safe and inviting environment where the focus is on healthy competition and exciting rivalries. Do we want to get into this?
Yeah, charged with domestic assault. Look at
What is
that
my
man's assault.
YouTube channel turned into? What is going on?
Look at this
We got
man. I don't give
mugshots
a
on the screen. So this is Noel Brown.
Oh, my God. Disgusting. Disgusting. This is what you guys try to do to Infiltration. All right? No, this is the truth.
I mean, I don't mean to throw this guy under the bus, but it's the double standard, you know.
It's the double standards, guy. This is why we're showing it, because look at this. This is a multiple EVO champion, and he's not even allowed to compete. This is a man right here that is known to be problematic. And let's not even forget that very early on in Marvel vs. Capcom 3's lifespan, Noel Brown had an altercation with Smooth Viper, the famous Bionic Arm video. And it's fucked up that I have to make a joke about it like that, but that's how people know it, as a meme. Where Smooth Viper was making fun of Noel Brown because Noel Brown had this ego as if he was the best in Marvel 3. He lost in this tournament, He couldn't deal with the pressure, so he took a punch, he took a swung at a Smooth Viper.
And for me, that's where I draw the line. For me, that's where I'm like, okay, you're being violent at events. We got to remove you from the situation.
So there's a person that's violent at events, sexually assaulting people at events, hitting his ex-girl. Come on. He's a changed man? But Infiltration is not a...
people,
No, of course. No, I'm playing devil's advocate right now. I have to.
Mm-hmm.
I have to do it. I have to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Because you are dogging this man Infiltration. It's a goddamn shame what you're doing to him.
The caprice of youth, as Otto
I'm sorry, this guy's
says.
a bum, bro. This guy's a bum. This guy's trash in fighting games. I'm sorry.
So, can we get into this real quick? The whatever this is. You want to read it, or do you want me to read it?
We don't gotta read it. The pictures was what it says. You don't even gotta read it.
And in a startling turn of events, one of USA's top fighting game competitors has been charged with battery last week. And this is from, get the date on this, because last week is not. This is July 1st, 2013. So 11 years ago. Noel Brown, known for his high-level play in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, was charged on June 29th with charges of domestic violence While details on the matter are still pending, this could lead to disqualification from attending World EVO Finals later this month in Las Vegas, Nevada. After all, this wasn't the first time Noel Brown has gotten himself into trouble.
It's not the first time.
Word among the fighting game community has been fairly quiet about the incident. It's an interesting statement there.
Not the first time. Yeah, very interesting statement.
Was able to post one last tweet before his detainment. Probably the worst night in my life for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So some remorse there, possibly. So what happened here?
I believe he got into a little scuffle when I think he found Flash Metroid. I think it was. I forgot who it was. He found somebody with his ex-girl. So he punched out his ex-girl and then he punched out the dude. But his story is that he pushed her. But she's saying that he punched her and she had a bloody nose. So, yeah. Do with that what you will. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is
a depressing episode. We gotta go back to Hayao dancing on the disabled.
Doing dancing. I mean, that's terrible. The Japanese don't give a fuck.
He should be banned for dancing on the disabled person. Yeah, he should be banned. Ultra David, please ban Hayao.
Jesus Christ.
All right, let's get into
this investigation summary. And guys, I want you to keep in mind.
Oh no, this one we already covered it. Okay, we'll close that.
Yeah. So this is from Panda Global. They officially released this. Like, this was their way of summarizing the Korean documents. So we're gonna go through it really fast. This is like the timeline. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean,
and zoom in.
Yeah. Altercation occurs between player and Miss X, which was recorded in an audio file. Player is arrested, and Miss X receives an order similar to a temporary restraining order. This is Infiltration, by the way, guys. We're gonna break it down. We're showing both sides. We're showing both motherfuckers as scumbags, all right? Niggas is hey from the bottom of the barrel, all right? But you can't sit here and pick and choose. Nah, man, we're not doing that. All right, medical note is issued, noting that Miss X is injured. 26-page transcript is created from a 15-minute audio file. Player contacts Miss X to inform her he will come the following day with his mother to collect his belongings from a home that Miss X was living in. Miss X responds that she would not allow it unless he agrees to continue their relationship and move back into the home. Very interesting wording there. Restraining order ends.
Wait.
Yeah. You see?
Player contacts Mrs. X.
I don't want to hear it, yo. This is crazy.
He will come the following day with his mother to collect his belongings from a home that Mrs. X was living in. Mrs. X responds that she will not allow it unless he agrees to continue their relationship. And move back into the home.
And I want everybody, each and every one of you motherfuckers.
They had some problems, you know.
No. Each and every one of you motherfuckers on Twitter talking about, he did all this dirt. Nah, the nigga was ready to leave, bro. Some of y'all girls be doing this shit. Like some of y'all girls be doing this shit, bro. And y'all little fucking cuckoo in the head. This is terrible. Now, we keeping it real this episode.
Not all
of them. Not all the girls. You know, the girls with nice small feet and everything. Yeah, some girls are very
you talking about
adorable,
Pokemon?
You know, but the other ones, they're psychos. Not those. The psycho ones, man.
Size 4 feet again? Is this what we're doing?
Size 4 feet.
Fucking you feet motherfuckers.
The cute ones, man.
All right, continue,
big tits, small feet.
Restraining order ends.
Player arrives at the jointly leased residence but cannot gain access. Purportedly with police clearance, player collects his belongings from the residence via locksmith. After informing Miss X, player files a property claim lawsuit against Miss X in order to obtain $100,000 he paid as down payment on the residence. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. Yeah, Miss X files criminal charges against player. So, judgment is.
So wait. This is like 2 weeks later because this goes on multiple days.
Yeah, because this is a couple of days.
She asks him that you will not be able to collect his stuff unless you want to move back in with me and continue the relationship. Clearly, he didn't want to, so he got a locksmith, got his belongings back, and then he's asking for his money back on the down payment. Then she files criminal charges when she seems that she's not getting her way.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. But yes, Miss X files criminal charges against player. Judgment issued against player. Player is ordered to pay $630 and is charged with violence. That's fine. Player wins property dispute with Miss X. Miss X appeals this decision. Miss X sues for damage to condo lock. Player charged with property damage in order to pay $300 in damages for broken condo lock. Fine paid in full. Yo, that's fucked up because they even have it on record that she let her know.
Yeah, so it's funny. It's funny that you could take this document, exclude a few words, and you paint a completely different picture.
Yeah, you could complain a different picture. Yeah, that's fucked up. Yo, because whatever side you on, you could be like, no, look, he's innocent. Or you could be like,
no, look, he was
he's
charged with property damage, and he was charged with violence.
He's an asshole.
And
you know, look what he was trying to do to the poor girl.
And this is over
months. What the fuck?
Is from October all the way to September. This continues.
Yo, she took her belongings. That's probably all the arcade sticks, all the limited edition PS5s and everything.
Well, you're saying she broke his trophies. Didn't you say that? Is that confirmed?
Yes, that was the rumor, apparently, that she broke his trophies. Maybe we'll see the actual confirmation in this document, but that was always the rumor that all his trophies and everything got broken. You know, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
So continue.
Yeah, fine paid in full, transcript and medical notes submitted to court by Miss X as exhibits in property dispute. Court hearing is held regarding Miss X appeal or property dispute. All right, go a little bit more. Go down.
Is this thing or no?
No. Yeah, this is like the everything. Yeah, now you got to Yeah, because these are the this is what. No, that's just the timeline. No, you're fine. Where you were at before, it's fine. You gotta go to the second page now.
This?
That page, yeah. So the allegation is that.
Let me see if I could. Somehow, maybe that. Oh, there we go. Oh, now we can zoom in. There we go. This is better. All right.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Yeah. So this is the allegation. In late 2017, player assaulted his then wife. These are the facts, as stated. On October 22nd, 2017. An altercation occurred between player and Miss X following a discussion regarding ending their relationship. Both parties threatened to call the police to report each other for assault and fought over Miss X's phone. The source, the full audio and the transcript. According to player's statement, upon police arrival at the scene, player was arrested. He did not contest the claim made against him at the time, which he attests was on the police recommendation in order to avoid a lengthy legal battle. Player did not have a legal counsel at this time. Player was issued a contemporary restraining order against him that expired on November 3rd, 2017. The police report related to this incident cannot be accessed. All right? Let's take a step back there real quick.
Oh. The posts made by the anonymous group include claims that the beating continued for about an hour, choked her near to death. He was still beating her to put her in unconscious in front of polices. They believe that player was probably trying to get rid of her and take her condo and assets. As proof, they presented excerpts from a transcript.
And these are the facts. Tell me.
So this is the allegation, right? That I just read. And
yeah, what you read was the allegation. Yeah.
The facts here are on the right, which is saying the excerpts are from an authentic certified document. They were presented out of order and omitted informative elements of the interaction of the two parties. Both references made to the source of conflict, player wanting a divorce. So that's Infiltration wanting a divorce. Yeah. Both parties threatening to report the other for assault. You report, I report, let each of us report. Player stating, "How can you accuse me of assault if there was no violence?" 6 minutes.
That's crazy.
So this is from a recording, correct? I guess Infiltration was recording.
Yeah.
He knew it was, I guess, like a bad situation going on. 6
That's
minutes.
fucking. Oh my god.
6
bro.
minutes into
She did
the
him dirty. She did him so
altercation,
dirty.
a security guard responded to the disturbance, which speaks both player and Mrs. X. Player tells him that the police had come. Sorry, Miss X. No. Sorry. Player tells him that the police had come earlier and told them to resolve the dispute peacefully. Player then says that after the police left, Miss X told him she would call them back and accuse him of assault. The guard left without intervening. 8 minutes later, the doorbell rings again, presumably signaling the arrival of police at the scene. Player answers the door, and the transcript ends. Source: full audio transcript, audio file. Additionally, Player's legal team received a copy of the original 15-minute audio file. The transcript and audio file were confirmed to be the same via translation services.
Wow.
The content of the document corresponding audio are consistent with domestic dispute. On October 29th, Miss X obtained a medical note from a hospital which states she was diagnosed on October 23rd with a bruising injury to the wrist with no hospitalization necessary. The medical note is short, with limited information and no description of injuries or locations other than the wrist. No photographic evidence of the injury was ever submitted to court. So, I guess they were arguing. This is my speculation now. I guess they were arguing. He, I guess, she grabs her wrist somehow, or maybe he's trying to pull her away, or something happens, or maybe it also could be that she also self-inflicts this wrist bruise. That could be. Women are kind of like bananas. Women are kind of like bananas. They bruise very easily. So
she tried to make it seem like he hit her, and right there we have it. These are the facts.
All right, but
not true at all.
So maybe he grabbed her wrist and bruised her. Maybe she bruised herself. The doctor note says that there was not really any real injury there. And then we go back to the allegation was that he choked her nearly to death. And that he was trying to get rid of her and take condo assets. It's bizarre. Bizarre.
Condo assets? Good lord.
You want to go ahead and read the next allegation?
Oof. That a trial was held and Player was found guilty of domestic abuse for this instance. Oh, got a fucking shiver down my spine. Jesus Christ. On November 13th, 2017, Miss X pressed charges against Player. Miss X application was reviewed and Player was charged with violence, for which he was issued a fine for $630. There was no other punishment nor any further litigation related to the case. The case was never heard in a trial setting and no formal arguments were made to support or refute the allegation. The maximum punishment for charges of violence is up to 2 years imprisonment and a fine of $4,500. Sorry. Criminal Act Article 2601. The Player received the low end of the punishment range. So he just copped out. That's what the cops told him. That's what he was saying the whole time. Because he didn't want to deal with the legal battle. That was the point.
Yeah, I mean, usually a lot of legal things go this way. They don't want to, it becomes a long process when you get juries involved. I don't know how exactly the Korean legal system works, but I'm just speaking for how I vaguely understand the American legal system to work. Is that a lot of times people will be charged with things and they'll be informed by their legal counsel just to take the plea, so that the lawyers get paid and they don't have to work too hard, and for the legal system to move along more quickly, and for them not to have delays and stuff, because there's a lot of cases that need to go by day, and if you have things going to court with litigation and juries, it takes a lot of time and money, and this is money from the state also, so they try to avoid that stuff as much as they can.
No, yeah. And it is a big deal, especially now when the sponsors are involved in everything. So it was just terrible luck. That's probably why he did it that way. Fucked up. You know, and once again, no mentioning of black and blues, no mentioning of broken noses.
Aside from the wrist.
You know, aside from the wrist, and no photographic evidence. Nothing was submitted. Nothing. You know, but we've seen the shit that happened with this kid. You know, I'm just saying. You know, I'm just
double
saying.
standards. Should we continue
Double
or
standards. Yeah. I mean, guys, do you get the gist, or should we continue? If you want, we'll link it.
We might as well finish because we're almost done anyway. Well, I'll try to go through this a little quicker. Here's another allegation that as a result, player had to pay Miss X $20,000, which he is avoiding to pay by hiding his funds with his parents.
Oh no, that's just a fine and everything.
The fine of $630 was paid in full. Source, blah 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 blah. Okay.
Yeah, the receipt of payment. Look at that. Yeah.
That he did not pay her, and the fine and the latest court cases forced him to pay and/or sentence him for his crime. All ongoing litigation is ongoing in relation to the lawsuit player opened against Mrs. X on November 9th for $100,000 down payment he placed on their joint leased residence. In February, the court ruled in the player's favor, ordering Miss X to repay this money. Miss X appealed the decision on September 20th. 2018 now, the next year. The appeal to the court's property division was heard, and there's a pending court date in November to determine the verdict.
You know, that's a little crazy. You know, like, not to stop you or anything, but that's kind of wild because, mind you, they already settled the original dispute where, like, he apparently put his hands on, and he wanted his money back. He wanted to leave, and she said no. You know, let's put all of this away. You know, come back and move in with me. And obviously he tried to, and I guess when they called the cops again, you know, so they're literally giving us a timeline of everything too. This is kind of bugged out, you know. So yeah.
That he later broke into his ex. This is another allegation that he later broke into his ex's house and beat her again. He was arrested by police and received a second violence charge. Who's making these? Who's doing
allegation?
This
is terrible.
I don't know if this is just people being clowns online or what, or if this is like people trying to mess with his life.
And please keep in mind, this is officially from Planet Global.
Here's the problem: these allegations aren't sourced. I don't know where these allegations come from, but we're getting this information, which I guess
I think it's just a generalization. You know,
we're getting this information here, which is
more important. That's more important.
On November 2nd, the day before restraining order was filed, a player contacted Miss X to inform her that he and his mother will arrive. Oh, we heard this already. Okay, they would get there, and player arrived and discovered the passcode to the door had been changed and he could not enter, blah blah blah. Player claims he consulted the police and was informed it was within his rights to enter his home and hire a locksmith to open the lock. Player informed
and that's because he paid with the lease.
Yeah,
that's absolutely correct.
So I won't give specifics on this, but I spoke to police one time about a matter concerning something like this, where, you know, he lives there, so you can change the locks, but, you know, it's his house. He's allowed to be in there.
He's allowed to go outside, yeah, regardless.
Yeah, so we would have to give him a key, or, you know, it would be, you know, troublesome for him to get the key and stuff. And that's, you know.
So, like, right there, I understand
this thing. So on November 4th, player states that he hired a locksmith to break the lock and entered the home to retrieve his possessions. So we read earlier before that they informed her of this.
Yeah, that exactly. Remember, they had to get in so he could get his property.
He informed her that he was getting in so he could get his stuff. Miss X sued for property damage, broken lock, won this case. Player was charged with property damage and in order to pay $300, blah blah blah, which is kind of crazy, but you know, this is what happens. You know,
it's like, unfortunate
when you put it on paper, it sounds much worse than, you know. It just says property damage and you're fine. You don't get the context. So here's another allegation that Miss X was worried for her safety following the incident. Miss X repeated several attempts to contact player. The messages sent include requests for player not to pursue divorce and other statements showing concern for player's well-being. Player did not respond to these communications outside of arranging to pick up his belongings.
That's because they got his cell phones. That's crazy.
The anonymous group has evidence he cheated on his wife. Another allegation. Player's team received 2 files from the anonymous group pertaining to player's alleged infidelity, which, look, that's not illegal. Cheating on your wife is not illegal. Both
Cheating
were
on your wife
images-
is not illegal.
Both were images of players' personal items, phone and PC, open to messages. These messages occurred 1 month after player and Miss X had separated, and neither provide support to the claim that he was romantically involved with these women. It's unclear how the group obtained these images. Source: cheating 1, cheating 2, PNG.
Stop it. Just stop. Don't even read that one. Just stop it.
And the last one here is that the player committed fraud while under another sponsor. A reputable consultant who worked with the sponsor at the time of player's tenure refuted this claim in a public statement shortly after the allegation was made. Further investigation was not deemed necessary.
Boom. So all those people saying that he was funding the money, all bullshit. But stop it right there. So you mean that some of this all started because my nigga was clapping some other Korean cheeks and she found out and they got into a little, husband and wife scuffle?
It doesn't seem so. It's saying these messages occurred 1 month after they separated.
Oh, 1 month after. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, so technically they separated then. So she can't even be mad.
But I don't know if she is mad because this is just a claim. This is just the allegations from a group.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right, so we got through that.
Right.
Sorry for the people who were bored with all that. You probably skipped to the next chapter, and I don't blame you for doing that. A lot of legalese and stuff. You know, I feel bad for Infiltration.
I'll just
That added a lot of context for me because I wasn't aware of the full story.
I'll leave some final thoughts. It's very disingenuous to make these statements about being grassroots, in this community, about creating this friendly family environment, when
you want to talk about the family environment? You want to talk about the recalculousness?
Oh, we can talk
Sorry,
about
go
that.
on.
We could talk about that too. Yeah, this family environment, and that we have to protect each other and one another and one fourth, blah blah blah, all that good stuff, all that bullshit, Like I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I mean, a lot of these people that y'all got in power right now, a bunch of pieces of shit. Like, and if you want me to take it a step further, don't forget that all of these people around this time period, Ultra Chen, Ultra David, James Chen, Justin Wong, each and every one of them knew what Mr. Wizard was doing. And he was still in control of EVO. And that's another layer that we don't even have to pull back. So it shows how fucking full of shit they all are. We know that guy was a PDF file. We all know it. And they all fucking protected him. So don't you give me this fucking shit. All right? Now you don't feel safe because Infiltration's in a tournament. And you got this fucking guy who's beating up his girl. All right? Beating up other players. And it's fucked up what he did to Smooth Viper. It's real fucked up, all right? Because he could have got clapped for that shit. All right? Well, I don't know, though, but, like, that shit was out here. Listen, man. Shit is real fucked up.
No!
And then come on, man. It's just disgusting. Disgusting. You call this man a rapist, and here we sat there and we looked at the documents. We looked at the documents, and you guys are all full of shit. All of you. All of you.
I have to give you this for all the research and
for all the research
links.
And everything?
Yeah.
And the links and everything? Oh, no, it's hard work, baby. It's hard work. I got to do it. This is something that Triforce Johnson taught me, all right? When you come with the facts, you have to come with everything. You have to make sure, all right? If you can prove yourself wrong, it's even better because then you learn something. You get to use that evidence against everybody else.
Kind of bummed out now.
Kind of bummed out now? No, we're going to watch something that's even more hilarious.
Oh, boy. So alluding to, well, not alluding, maybe that's the wrong word, but speaking about, the clean, family-friendly FGC that we're all striving for, and apparently, according to Justin Wong and Yipes, and that Chinatown Fair is always a nice, friendly place to hang out and play video games. Let's hear from what Triforce Johnson has to say on the matter.
I have seen the following situations happen at Chinatown. Real talk. I've seen male-on-male oral at the side of a machine at Chinatown Fair. I have seen a guy throw a McDonald's cheeseburger under a car and a girl go for
disgusting.
it. I have seen
many people have spoken about that story.
S&M bondage at Chinatown. I have seen
that's a very well-known
prostitution at Chinatown.
These are all
Drug
allegations
at Chinatown. And
we have no
isn't that
I said Chinatown.
we
I'm
have
not
no court documents on these.
These are facts.
We cannot verify what Triforce is telling these two young ladies or this young people's ears.
You know that's Brahim in the background, right?
I'm talking about Chinatown, the arcade. And everything I'm describing is from gamers. Let's see. Yeah. Those are some of the things I've seen at Chinatown. In fact,
and he's not lying. Like, you can pause. Like, he's not like what a lot of people don't understand is that Chinatown Fair is actually by the Manhattan Processing Center. You know, it's in the Tombs. You know, for anybody that's got locked up before, you know, it's right there by Chinatown Fair. You know, it's literally like 2 blocks away. You know, where the little park is, you know? If you ever got locked up, everybody knows what I'm talking about. You know, once I mention that little
That park
area.
is sketchy next to the Popeyes.
Shut your mouth. Yeah. But, that spot is sketchy. And it's like, you got to understand, a lot of those people that would get out, you know, from there, they would pass by Chinatown Fair. So there was a lot of shady people in the area. And, like, this was a very well-known fact. And even Triforce Johnson
that,
speak about
Chinatown Fair was kind of tucked away almost, so I feel like in a way it's like a bad tucked away because it's like in this weird alleyway, and then in another way it's like
spot.
In another way it's like kind of nice that it's tucked away, so maybe you didn't get as much of that weird stuff. So I don't know. That's just my speculation. I don't know. Who knows?
No, of course. But no, let's listen more to the intelligence of Triforce Johnson.
8% of the pro hoes in the gaming community in New York were all from Chinatown Fair. The amount of girls passed around in circles,
good Lord,
which has pushed the STD rate up from the Chinatown gaming scene. And the male-on-male rate was recalculous.
Recalculous. The male-on-male rate was recalculous.
Oh, good Lord.
You're watching when Keeping It Real goes wrong.
I think we can end it on that. I think we can end it on that. That was...
Yeah, you can find that video if you want to listen to the rest of that. There's some more on that cheeseburger story, which shocked me.
Yeah.
Oh boy! All right, we got through a lot of the drama. We got through it, guys. We got through it. I hope you enjoyed all that.
Thank God.
We're gonna pivot.
I could have went further, but why not? You know? Yeah, let's pivot to something else.
You have some final thoughts, so we can wrap it up.
Oh, final thoughts. Yeah. My final thoughts is that listen, don't meet your heroes. You might be disgusted.
Yeah.
All right. Let's be honest now. All right. You know, everybody got a skeleton in their closet. You know, let's not lie to ourselves. Like, no one's perfect. Like, no one's perfect. And it also shows the dangers of the internet because there's always receipts. Be careful what you upload in the internet. Mm-hmm. You know, whether it's an opinion, you know, or if
I like opinions.
A video or anything. You gotta be very careful. You're gonna use it again. Like me, I don't give a fuck. All this shit against me. I'm gonna repeat this shit verbatim for you. I don't fucking care. Fuck them. All right? Fuck him, John. Fuck him. He shouldn't even be here. Oh, he has a right to be here.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, what do you want me to say, John?
You hear this guy?
We don't know where your cousin is.
You hear what I said, T? I said, how long did it take the guy to come?
All right. What's next?
All right, putting all that behind us. Let me see if I left anything back here. Nope. Okay.
Work that out.
We got character trailers. It was EVO, so we saw a lot of character trailers. I'm gonna skip. I skipped through the first minute of this. There's a lot of story stuff in here, but this is for Tekken 8. Heihachi Mishima. Tekken 8, new challenger. Look at this guy all swagged out. It's funny, like, the crowd had no reaction to the story stuff that was happening with the other characters. They were just,
I don't even have a reaction for it.
They were more excited about...
I don't even know how to feel.
They were more excited about any time the Heihachi was on the screen like this. They're like, oh! The other story stuff, they're like, I don't give a fuck.
I was
you can tell there's like some effort put into that. So it's like, oh damn. People don't care. Well, at least the evil attendants don't care.
Yeah, so angry, man.
I thought it would be a mystery that it was Heihachi behind the mask.
Yeah, but once I saw the mustache, it was bullshit. And I was like, really? And then they did this, obviously.
I love when they put the old shitty graphics in their trailers. Like,
that's the best
they
part.
They don't give a fuck. They're just like, yeah, fuck you. Heihachi Mishima.
The King of Iron Fist.
The King of Iron Fist, Tournament 8. Select your character. You want to know what's my honest opinion?
Well, I don't give a fuck. I can care less.
Yeah. Do you care about this?
It's a terrible game. Oh, this?
Queen
no, I get
Dizzy.
to rant about this.
Guilty Gear Strive. New characters.
I hate
my favorite. Venom is back. I see him putting the balls there. I see some recognizable things. I was worried if they brought this character back, what they would do. Seeing the ball there makes me a little optimistic they didn't change him completely.
I hate this fan base.
But, alright. A new character by the name of...
Unica?
Unica.
Unica is not unique at all.
Seems like she's... Forgive me if I don't know the lore. She's like a gear or something?
Yeah, who cares?
I don't know how that works. And then a guest character. From Cyberpunk the anime. I don't know who this is for, but I guess.
Who cares? I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to start adding guest characters into Guilty Gear. Why are these companies? Why are they doing it to all these games?
Yeah, the only one doing it right is Tekken. Well, Tekken 7 had great guest characters.
Wonderful guest characters.
All these other games, it's like we have Terry from King of Fighters. It's like, oh, I love Terry from. I love Terry from Street Fighter. It's like, no, he's from King of Fighters. Oh, I love Terry from WWE WrestleMania.
Yes, like, come on.
Nobody knows where Terry's from. And nobody cares. That's all. I have yet to see anyone go crazy over Terry. Maybe in Smash? Was the only time?
I like how they slowly hinted at the 3v3. Nobody even realized that.
Oh yeah, they showed it, didn't they?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a 3v3 mode that they showed off.
I like they're showing the assist types. I believe that's what it is. Flashing Fang, Dominator, Zezin, Baikai.
So this is 3 different players that are in here. I think that's 3 different players, right? Is that?
No,
that was my assumption.
Isn't it like Marvel style? I thought it was like Marvel style. So you could tag your character in.
Hold on.
And you
Leo
can call out
White
an
Fang.
assist.
Hold on. Leo White Fang, Guilty Gear, Strive move list. Zest. I don't see that. That might just be a name of a person.
Oh, maybe. Oh, that's stupid. Why would they make the 3v3 in that manner?
And it says here, look, it says here you right now. You see how it says you?
Yeah, when he calls out the assist, I'm guessing. Yeah, because he calls out an
It
assist.
hovers, it stays on this character. They showed us so sparingly. But yeah, I guess 3v3 coming and new characters. Honestly, I played this game for 40 hours, hated it so much. I was really sad that Venom was not included, even though I hate the game. I've honestly never liked the system in Guilty Gear, and I've always played it only for Venom. I've endured the Guilty Gear system and all its nonsense just so I can play this character. So, you know, that I feel like that's going to be no different this time. I think I'm going to play this game, and I'm only going to play it because of Venom. So that's how that's going to go.
Who cares? This
Who
is a terrible
cares?
game. I'm surprised people are even still playing it. I'm going to be wrong.
Yeah,
you know?
I am too, to be honest. And then we have Mature and Vice revealed for King of Fighters 15. Number 15. Can I get
she
the
was already-
number 15?
Oh, good lord. I thought she was already in the game, funny enough.
Apparently, lore-wise, they're dead. And I think that's why I think Rugal's in there too, because he's dead.
No, yeah, they are dead. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, apparently
But yeah,
they're
like,
coming.
for some reason, I already thought they were in the game. Oh.
The other one's in, what's her name? King?
Yeah.
She's I don't really know the correlation between those characters, but I don't know. It's similar to me in my head, so I don't know.
Oh, good lord.
And then we got a City of the Wolves, Fatal Fury character trailer. Oh, audio.
On the ground! Watch your feet! Yes, sir. Watch your feet!
I mean, this game really is turning out beautiful, man.
I love it.
I really love the art direction.
Uh-oh, problematic.
Why? Ooh, good grab.
Problematic.
Why?
Policeman using his knee.
Oh my god, shut your mouth.
Even the
Ooh.
emu in this emu in the back is depressed from that. That's not nice.
Uh,
Oh no, yeah, this one looks great. Can't wait to try. See what's up.
it looks really interesting.
Watch your feet!
I love the art
He's supposed to be like the
direction
move
for
off
this.
the park.
Well, he's from the
Yeah,
original.
yeah.
He's from Garo.
Ready for the pain?
He is in the original girl.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Unleash your fury. Fatal Fury.
City of the Wolves.
They're hyping this game so much, and I don't think it's going to sell, unfortunately. I'm very scared.
PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, Steam, and Epic Game Store. Wishlist now. Coming early 2025.
I don't know, guys. I'm not too sure. To be real honest, I'm not too sure. Oh, they already got his move list out? Awesome. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
look
that's
at
from
him.
the other game.
Look at him go.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that was him.
I hope Freeman comes back.
Yeah, he probably will. Wasn't there like a picture of him, like in one of the trailers, I believe?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just an outline of him, though.
Freeman.
And like a couple of other characters. He probably has all these moves.
Look at him all swagged out. There's a lot of people playing this game now on Fightcade. More
Yeah,
than I
they're
thought.
interested now
Yeah.
because of what's happening.
It shares a lot of the mechanics in the game. I wasn't really aware of that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But he didn't have that move. He didn't have that move.
Yeah, in the trailer they showed it. Yeah, they showed it in the trailer.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, I was blind. I must have missed it. It's hilarious. It's so stupid.
So that's all the fighting game stuff. They showed off Terry in Street Fighter 6, but it looked like garbage. I guess we should pull it up.
Who cares? No, seriously. Who gives a fuck about this? Yo,
Jesus
this
Christ.
looks terrible. This art direction looks terrible.
Oh God, what is this garbage? This looks
They
like
should be ashamed of themselves.
This looks like a PS2 game with like a remastered PS2 game.
Oh. Terrible. I mean, this really looks just
Very bad looking game.
like great. I get to do my crack shoot into slime, into burning knuckle
Slime
into
breaker.
slime. Yeah, slime breaker.
Are you Slime K?
Oh my god.
This game looks terrible, dude. I can't wait to see his animation. Oh, look at Max Dude reacting. Whoa. Alright, that's all the fighting game news for now. There is this I saw today. Some people might care.
Isn't this game dead?
Oh, it's a great game.
Since launch, we've improved Helldivers.
I mean, no, I know it's a good game.
I
But
hate
isn't this
this
game dead?
I hate this trailer because they're just talking about stuff. I hate when they do this. I just want to see gameplay and let me speculate.
No, seriously, isn't this game dead? I'm not crazy, right?
No. It'll come back. Don't worry. It'll come back.
It'll come back. It'll come back.
Don't worry.
Look up the player base right now. How many people are playing on Steam right now?
It'll come. Look, man, it was flavor of the month. Big update. People own the game still. They're gonna hop back in. They're gonna see the new content. Do the new level 10 missions. What's going on with this guy's tattoos? Some terrible tattoos. I'm sorry.
There's only 27,000 people playing this game right now.
That is a healthy fan base. 20,000? Some people would kill for that consistent number.
That consistent number.
Oh, look at that. New swamp. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. There's a Bile Titan now that has he creates fog. They changed how the acid storm works. There's a grub. Look, you're playing Death Stranding. You carry on the baby grub.
How did they drop from 458,000?
Look, man, that
all the way
happens,
to 27,000.
that happens to flavor of the month games, and you know it's not a competitive shooter. If it was a competitive shooter, you would retain a lot more players. But this is like a mission-based game.
It has nothing to do with what Sony did.
There's a little bit of that drama going on, yeah, but I think it was gonna drop regardless. Maybe not as much as it dropped, but it was gonna drop regardless. You see, 20,000 is a fine number. It's a lot more than what this game had. Uh-oh.
In my community. Oh, no.
Exoprimal shut down. Oh no. Capcom's Exoprimal has gone the way of countless failed live service games with no seasonal content planned. Any live service game that doesn't blow up beyond expectations is bound to get shut down within years because it's not worth maintaining. Oh boy.
So when are they going to shut it down?
Capcom announced last week that its year-old live service game Exoprimal will have no more seasonal content after its recently released Title 4 update. It won't shut down service completely, but it will be cycling through its existing 4 seasons on every first of the month, starting with the first season on the 11th of July. According to a post on Exoprimal's website, players will be able to purchase season passes for the first 3 seasons in order to obtain all items from all seasons. It is a discount. Exoprimal Survival there will apparently still be weekly campaigns, as well as limited time campaigns during holiday seasons. The game was released to mixed reception. Our own James Troughton called it exhausting and highlighted its poor monetization, while another one of our staff was astounded at how it managed to make dinosaurs boring. Oh boy. Jesus.
Wow. Ouch.
Players still seem to feel the same about the game, and nobody's really playing it anymore. At time of writing, the game has a 24-hour peak of just 71 players, down from its all-time peak of nearly 5,000. So you see, that 20,000 ain't a bad number, ain't it?
Yeah, it ain't a bad number at all.
So that's
right
a
now,
brutal 1% of player retention, at least on Steam. It's hard to judge how many people are still playing it on console, but I can't imagine it's much higher. I would say take this number and times it by 3 to 6, somewhere in that range. If we generously peg the number of people playing to 300, that still spells death for Exoprimal. You can't really blame Capcom for its decision to stop supporting the game.
Damn, bro. Yeah,
so
only
I don't know if it's shutting down, but it seems that they're just stopping updates on it, which, you know, is sad to see if you're a fan of the game. But if you are, I don't know if they're shutting it down. This article seems to imply that they're shutting it down, but it just says here that there's going to be no more content.
So should I buy the game?
Oh, no. Doesn't seem like it's... I mean, they might come back to this franchise, or they might actually try to do Dino Crisis, or they might just say, you know what, fuck it. You know, the game, I think, when I initially saw it, did a bad job of highlighting what was supposed to be fun, and it also highlighted something I really hate in a lot of games, where your choices don't really matter. So in the middle of the match, you can change the mech that you're using at any time, and it's very quick. And when you do things like this, you make it comfortable for some players who don't understand tension in games. But ultimately, what it does is it removes a lot of the impact that choice makes on you. Like, I can pick this tanky mech for this mission instead of the fast one, but maybe I'll get swarmed, or maybe there'll be a really big dinosaur who's really strong and hits really fast, and this tanky mech isn't as good as a fast mech would be in this situation. So I'm either going to lose or have to adapt. I mean, you kind of lose that, because it's like, okay, I see this dinosaur, I switch to this mech. Oh, I see this dinosaur, I switch to this mech. And you kind of lose the meaning of this. And Capcom has been doing this with other games, like Monster Hunter recently. We saw with Monster Hunter Wilds that they're allowing you to carry 2 weapons at once now. So it's becoming a trend for Capcom's games, and I really dislike this trend. So, like, I go out and hunt, and I got my sword and shield, and I'm like, you know what, actually, I hate this monster with sword and shield, I switch to my gun.
Well, I have some breaking news, ladies and gentlemen.
Breaking news.
I am looking at the reviews of Exoprimal, and apparently some of the people are very disappointed. I'm actually going to post this up in chat.
Oh, boy.
For us to take a look really quick. You know, we're just going on the fly right now. We're having fun with this episode. We're just having a conversation.
This is a long one.
Yeah.
Very long episode.
Look at the reviews really quick.
That's mostly positive.
I want you to go there a little bit. Oof. So apparently Capcom put this game on sale, and then they announced a week later that they were going to shut it down. And this is from people saying it that have purchased the game. You know, some are okay, some are pissed. You know, mostly positive. Oof, not recommended.
Ah, boy. What the fuck is this launch? A premium battle pass, a DLC pack that has stuff you unlock faster. So, like, incentives against good game design, basically making you pay for convenience or pay for upgrades with real money. Loot boxes. This is the monetization of a free-to-play game. but this is a $60 AAA game from Capcom. Furthermore, what happens to the players wanting the game to be more PvE? They even established how players wanted less PvP back in the beta, and it's still a PvP focused game, even when you select PvE, in which even if you like it better than the PvP, you're better off choosing random, so you get more experience points, so you get punished for wanting to play one more than the other. Boy. I get why people got skeptical when they said this was free on Xbox Game Pass. This is horrid. And boy, there's so much stuff I don't like about games in general with this post, and I guess we could leave it there for this, because this is just disgusting. I hate this kind of shit.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Boy, oh boy. Well, do we want to end it off with this? Should we even cover this? I'm sure this has been talked about. I know you have some on the ground information about what happened here.
Some conspiracies, not some on the ground information. So this is what they told me, guys, and we're gonna be. Yo, this was like a nightmare for a lot of people.
I get what you did now. I get it. It took me a second. I was like, what the fuck?
This was a nightmare. I'm not gonna get too much into it. I mean, everybody knows what already happened with the CrowdStrike stuff. I mean, look at the stock prices. There were some people that were doing some groundwork, man. Apparently, when I was going to bed around 3-4 in the morning, this was going on. People were getting phone calls. Talking about they need to get to offices right the fuck now.
So some context for that. Apparently, this was a bug that could not be addressed from a remote position. This bug had to be addressed manually. This had to be manually fixed.
Yeah, manually fixed. You had to get another hard drive to be able to make it bootable. Take out the bad hard drive, go in. You got to look for the update manually. You had to delete it. And then from there, go back and put back the old hard drive to be able to boot it. But there were still people having trouble. I mean, it was a big fucking clusterfuck. Everything was going on. And it just proved Ted Kaczynski right,
I mean, this is an argument for not using outsourced systems for like security and for other stuff to do. Possibly spend more money and hire your in-house security and updating staff and stuff like that. Like
how many times does Sony get hacked? All these all motherfuckers.
Yeah, all these companies getting hacked, and people, some of the more conspiratorially minded people are saying that this was a test run for a much bigger, quote-unquote, attack. Oh, no.
Oh, that's a very scary thought, because a lot of hospitals got affected, and so did banks.
Yeah, I mean, I heard some hospitals were having issues, and that's a real problem when you have people who need medical attention.
Do I take my money out?
Yeah, that's another thing.
Do I take my money out? What's going on here?
Wow. Yeah, real sketch. If you want to look at more into what happened with the CrowdStrike situation, look into that. Don't really know too much. You were saying that you knew someone who was being called to address these changes himself. I don't know if you want to get into that.
Yeah, he had to go out there. No, I don't want to get too much into it, because then I got to talk all that technical jargon. I didn't even think you were going to bring this up after our terrible discussion of Rapish.
Well, I wasn't sure if we should even cover it, but I don't know. We have it here now, so what are we going to do?
Yeah, you're right. What are we going to do? I mean, listen, I'll say this, pay attention to the stock prices, man. Maybe you can buy into the dip, I'll figure something out.
This is not financial advice.
This is not financial advice. None of us are financial experts.
Advice.
We never give financial advice, but I'm just saying, word on the block is, pay attention.
Some people have said to look at the stock market, and I shrugged and said, "You're full of baloney."
Especially with the Microsoft, you always gotta look at the stock prices, man, no matter what.
Well, that's about it for our show. Check out Wolverine versus Deadpool. Check out our other videos going in-depth analysis on Third Strike and Marvel 2 at EVO this year. My co-host here is a very knowledgeable in Marvel 2, and I consider myself somewhat knowledgeable, very much, somewhat, maybe.
Oh, he's
on
autistic.
Third Strike.
He's autistic.
You know, I'm not going to say I'm an amazing top player, but I understand the game fairly well. I've been playing it for a long time, and you've been playing Marvel 2 for even longer than I have been playing Third Strike. So,
nah, but you should use the picture of James Chen. Use the picture of James Chen of tweet.
Oh boy, Jesus. Okay, we're leaving this on the screen.
We're leaving that, all right? Because for the bias, we'll leave it at that.
The YouTube bot is gonna pick this up and be like, "What are these guys doing?" It's gonna flag our channel.
What are these guys doing? Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you later, man. Next week. Care. This was my terrible episode. Oh.
This is a very long episode. Hope you enjoyed.